Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talking Money and Stuff with Bob. It's currently the week of, May 19 through 23, 2025, and let's see how we did in our covered call journey this week. All right, let's take a look at the dividends. First of all, on WiMAX, I earned $49.12. WiMAG, $19.04. RDTE, $26.93. QDTE, $20.29, and XDTE, $29.20. Overall, not nearly as well as last week, but I'll take it. That gets us to a grand total of $144.58. Again, not as well as I would have liked to have done, but pretty good under the circumstances given that it was a down week in the market. Now, what did I go ahead and do with that money? Well, let's take a look at the overall activity view. There was a little bit of money left in the account, so back on May 20th, I bought one more share of Gladstone Land Corporation preferred stock symbol LANDO, Orlando. This has a nice yield, and it was coming up on its ex-div date, so I thought I'd go ahead and purchase one share. I also purchased one more share of VGLT. Given the yield on treasuries right now, I felt that purchasing another share of this nice Vanguard long-term treasury fund was a good move. I then went and used the rest of the dividends received to purchase QDTE. And if you take a look at that, you'll see that I purchased about $100 worth. Now, Fidelity broke that into two different purchases, one of $66.82 and one of $23.16. So a couple pennies under 100, but close enough. So overall, I'm continuing the idea of putting a little bit of that money into safe stocks, safe bonds, and the rest of it back into the covered call positions in an attempt to increase my overall yield and grow those positions. Looking at the overall dividend view, you can see that Fidelity now has me earning $8,477.14 as an estimated annual income. Again, I'm not saying that I'm going to make that much this year. That is an estimate based on current projections. As the covered call positions go up and down, obviously that number will go up and down as well. Now, this next week is the Memorial Day holiday week. That means that the market will only be open 4 days, and I suspect that means that my returns will be lower as well because people won't be buying those options 1 out of the 5 normal trading days in the week. So if I make about $120 next week, which is about what I'm expecting, that'll be a good week for me. I'll be very happy with that. Hopefully the week after, things will improve and I'll make a lot more money. Again, it's a shorter trading week, so I expect to not make quite as much. Thank you for checking in. We'll see you next week. Remember, none of this is intended to be financial advice. This is simply my own personal financial journey as I attempt to make some money using covered call ETFs in a Survivors IRA. You always need to do your own research. Educate yourself financially. Consider consulting with a certified financial planner for your state. Never, never, never simply do what a disembodied voice on the internet is doing financially. That is the height of stupidity. You need to do your own research and educate yourself financially. This is simply what I'm doing. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it will, but it may not. Time will tell. Thank you again. Bye now.